On page 270, you say, the reason I call it the RTR, real time relationship, is because it is all about telling other people in the moment how you feel. Why is this a productive approach to relationships?
Yeah, it's interesting. When I grew up in England, I lived in this apartment building, sort of a low-rise apartment building, with sort of paper-thin walls. And I suppose it was not the most elevated circles in society as a whole. And I just remember hearing, couples fighting and yelling and not getting along and escalating and all that. And I just remember thinking very clearly at the time, like, what's so tough about just being nice and getting along? Like, what's the big barrier? Why would people fight? Why would they yell at each other when they claim to love each other? Why would they have all of these problems? And of course, my mother was a single mother. She went through these relationships, and there were conflicts and problems. And I just saw a lot of fighting. And it was kind of hard to comprehend, like why people would get involved in these negative relationships, why they would claim to love each other, but yell at each other and call each other names. And then, of course, I had my share of relationships in my teens and 20s, and then I got married in my early 30s, and I've been, very happily married for now over 23 years, and we've never raised our voices at each other. We've never called each other names, and we maybe have a conflict that's not particularly major once a year, and we actually end up closer because of that, because every successfully resolved conflict gets you closer. Like if you're in a business relationship and every time you successfully negotiate, you end up closer, and there's more trust. Like trust is not the avoidance of conflict, but the resolution of conflict. So